Welcome to part 2 of the factor theorem. So in this video you're going to find out what happens when we're not given the initial factor to do the polynomial division. So if we look at this polynomial, we can see that the constant on the end is 6. What we need to know is that one of those solutions has to divide equally into that constant, which means factors potentially could be of 6 plus or minus 1 plus or minus 2 plus or minus 3 or plus or minus 6, any combination. So let's try some. I'm going to try minus 1 to start with. So what I'm going to do is if I put minus 1 in here as a solution, if I get 0, I know that minus 1 is a solution. If I put minus 1 in and I don't get 0, then I know that minus 1 is not a solution. So therefore x plus 1 would not be a factor. So let's try it. Let's try putting in minus 1 first. So minus 1 cubed minus the 2 times minus 1 squared minus 5 times minus 1 plus the 6. Let's work that out. Minus 1 cubed is minus 1. Minus 1 squared is 1 times the minus 2 is minus 2 plus the 5 plus the 6. Working this out, 5 and 6 is 11. Take away the 3 tells me 8. 8 is not equal to 0, so minus 1 is not a solution. So let's try 1. Let's try popping 1 in there. 1 cubed minus 2 times 1 squared minus 5 times the 1 plus the 6. Let's work that out. So 1 cubed is 1 minus 2 minus the 5 plus the 6. Well, let's have a look. 1 take the 2 minus 1 take the 5 is minus 6 plus 6 is 0. What we've done is we found that 1 is a solution to this cubic. So therefore we can say that x minus 1 is a factor of that particular cubic. From there on, what I'm now going to do, because I only need to find one factor, because I can now do the polynomial division to then be able to fully factorize. So I'll just clear some space. All right, so let's set that up. So x minus 1, let's divide that into our x cubed minus 2x squared minus 5x plus the 6. So we divide through by x first, giving us x squared. Multiply x squared by each of these. X squared times x is x cubed. X squared times minus 1 is minus x squared. And we do our subtraction. This goes minus 2 minus minus 1 is minus 2 plus 1, which is minus x squared, minus 5x plus 6. Now we divide through by x again. Dividing through by x again gives us the minus x. Multiplying minus x by this, minus x times x is minus x squared. Minus x times the minus 1 gives me positive 1x. Do the subtraction. Minus x squared, take away minus x squared, disappears. Minus 5 minus 1 gives me minus 6x plus the 6, bringing that down. Now divide through by x again gives me negative 6. Multiply negative 6 by this, you get negative 6x. Minus 1 times minus 6 is plus 6. Do the subtraction and we end up with 0. Now we can then say that this times this gives us this. So I'll just write that x cubed minus 2x squared minus 5x plus 6 is equal to, I'm probably not going to have enough room, let me just clear that a little bit. I get x minus 1, change it, x minus 1 multiplied by x squared minus x minus 6. Now, then what we've got to do is we say, well, does this factorize, this quadratic? Yes, it does, because we can put factors of minus 3 plus 2 for that. So solving that, we get minus 3 x plus 2. We've now got those 3 factors for our cubic. All right, and that's everything you need to know about the factor theorem.